Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. It's my first podcast this week, and I'm so sorry I didn't do Monday and I didn't give anybody any warning. I had a toothache on Monday, and I figured nobody wanted to see me talking like this. So I was down and out. I was a mess. So I am back. I feel much better. And I'm going to do this a little differently today. Honestly, this is ASMM Digital, Small Business Connections. Normally, we interview entrepreneurs. They come on, we talk to them about their lives, the things that they've learned, the lessons that you might be able to put in place for you. We say we're the podcast for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs. And we mean that. We want to give you something you can walk away with. Today, I got stood up. It's not happened to me on here before. I think there probably was a mix-up somewhere, hopefully not on our end, but I do think there was a mix-up, and maybe he'll pop on. We were supposed to have Jordy Wardman on today, and he was going to talk about going from being a firefighter to an entrepreneur and an entrepreneur and an entrepreneur and an entrepreneur. He's done all kinds of amazing things. So I was excited about having him on, but we seem to be having some problems. I want to say we are on episode 72, and we are streaming live, and I'm going to talk to you. So don't go away. I'm going to talk to you about how you should use your social media. And this is really actually going to be one you're going to walk away with, and you're going to go, oh my God, I can do this in my business, and you can put it to work today. So I'm going to give you some pieces of information that I think you'll find helpful. I think you'll, excuse me, I think you'll be able to implement it in your job today. I think you'll be able to use it to build your business. And I hope that you'll find it very helpful. I'd love to hear what you think about it as we go forward. I do want to remind you, because we're streaming live, you can ask questions. And because I don't have a guest today, ask them, ask away. I'm here. I can answer these questions, especially about social media marketing. This is something I'm really good at, and it's something that we specialize in our company. There's a lot that we do besides that, but it is really our main focus. So if you have a question, do ask it. I want to remind you that it's National Suicide Prevention Month. And I tell you that because we run a suicide prevention charity called Burgers and Bands for Suicide Prevention. And we've got an event coming up, but you can help us even when we don't have an event coming up. You can switch your Amazon Smile over so that it benefits Burgers and Bands for Suicide Prevention, or you can donate directly. And I put links in the comment section, so you should be able to see that. If you don't, I think if you're on Twitter, you may not see that. So if you don't see it, let me know, and I will get you some information. We will also put that in our show notes, so you have it. Again, ask questions as we go along, but I do want to talk to you about how you should use your social media. If you've ever seen me speak publicly, one of the things you'll see is that I say, you don't want to be the mattress guy, right? You don't want to be the guy who's just selling and selling and selling. Nobody likes that person. I'll tell you a little bit of background on me. When I first started this business, I was living in Millersville, Maryland, and I'd been living there for 16 years, and I knew everybody. And what I knew is that I didn't want to be the person who walked into a PTA meeting or walked to an event at my kid's school or walked into the grocery store and people avoided me because they thought I was going to try to sell them something. And so I didn't. I made that a policy. I don't try to sell people anything, actually. I don't try to sell you anything. I figure if you want social media marketing, you'll call me. And if you don't, it'll be okay, because we're a small business and we don't need 1,000 clients. We just need a few handfuls and we'll be good. So I never wanted to be that person. And I want you to remember that story, because I want you to think about it that way on social media. Who do you know that walks into a room and you go, oh God, I got to hide? Right? Who do you know? There's somebody you know who does that, who elicits that reaction in you. And that's what you don't want to be on social media. So how are you going to use it then? Because you want to use it to grow your business. How do you do that? This is how. You start by building relationships. You will notice I spend a lot of time on social media, not just for my clients, but for myself personally. And I do it so you have an idea. I have a system. I wake up in the morning. I do social media as I'm eating my breakfast. I go through and I look at the posts that people have posted. I comment on them. I specifically comment on my friends, but I also comment on people who I know through networking. and I build a relationship with them. And I don't do it sneaky. I'm not sneaky about it. If I'm asking how your kids are, if I'm asking about your dog, I'm not being sneaky. I really am wanting to build a relationship. So use social media to build relationships. If there's something you can share for somebody, do that. If there's something you can do to help somebody grow their business, do that. Do things just like you would in real life to help build relationships. This is the easiest thing to do. It is time consuming. So I do it in the mornings. I do it again when I'm eating lunch. And then I usually do it again before bedtime. So I spend a lot of time on social media because I do know that it is the best networking I can do. If it's really hard for you, and I have a lot of clients, that's actually where my clients come from. People who are like, I just don't want to spend that much time on social media. I can help you build those relationships. Our business model is that we help you build relationships through your business, and that's how we create marketing strategies for you. So that's part of it. I want to also talk about educating. You can educate your potential clients. Now, this is really great for home services in particular. If you're a home service company, you don't necessarily want all the small calls. You want to be able to help people with things like they have a clogged toilet. This is how you plunge it. Their faucet is sputtering in the sink. Well, it's probably that little vent that's underneath the faucet, and you can pull it out and clean it out, and that's it. So you can give those bits of information through your social media. I do it every day. I'm doing it now. Right? I'm educating you. Even though I can do the social media for you, I know there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people out there who want to do social media for their business and don't know how and can't right now afford to pay somebody. So I'm giving you that information. This is how you do it. You can educate them with short videos like this. You can educate them with podcasts. You can educate them with blog posts. And you can just educate them on a daily basis with small bits of information you put out on a regular basis, a consistent basis, small bits of information that helps them lead a better life. So if this is home services, if you're a business coach or a personal coach, whatever it is, if you are a doctor even, there are bits of information you can give about living a healthy life. So try to give those bits of information. Try to give them something of value to walk away with. That is something that's really important. Give them something of value that they can walk away with so that they want to come back next time and see what the next tip is. And that will build. If you really want to do it right, put them all together. Create a blog post that then you create a video that basically says what you just said in your blog post. Break that up into posts that you put out on social media and make a podcast. You can, if you do videos like this, you can pull the audio out and create a podcast. We have actually set that up as a service now within our company to help you create podcasts that you can put out there yourself. It's not expensive to do it yourself. It does take some work, but really, once we get you set up, you can do everything on the back end. It is not that hard. We'd love to help you with that. Finally, actually, two final thoughts. One is I wish people knew. The first time I really noticed this was we were working with a community center that is directly beside, we were working with Severna Park Community Center, and they're directly beside Woods Church. And at some point they were intertwined. The church and the community center were intertwined. And so at some point they were, and then they split. And the community center is on its own. And the reason this matters was because some people thought, well, that's a community center for that church, or I'm not welcome there because I'm not of that religion. And they're like, I wish people knew. And so we created a campaign for that. The other thing is they wish people knew that you could just drop in at their gym. They have a gym, a full gym at the place, and a basketball court, all these things, and you could just drop in and do the things, right? You would pay by visit. You didn't have to have a membership. You could have friends in town and say, oh, yeah, you can go to the community center. You could swim there. There were so many things that they said, I wish people knew. And we were able to get that message out there. Wish they knew that you could do yoga here. Wish they knew you could do Pilates here. Wish they knew that we support small businesses by giving the yoga studios and the Pilates studios a place to set up. So these are things that were really, really important to them. But what is your wish people knew? Right? What is your wish? I wish people knew. Right now, I wish people knew that we created podcasts for them. So we put that out there. We create that. I wish people knew that we did content. We don't just post your content, we create it, right? So what is your I wish people knew? What is that? Think about that. Write them down. Make a list. If it's 20 items long, that's great. You can create all kinds of posts from that. I wish people knew this about me. But don't be salesy. Rarely, rarely, rarely is a straight up sales pitch okay on social media. Very rarely. There are times if you have a product to sell in particular, you have a product that you have a button that they can buy, that's a great time. And then I would run an ad for that. But generally, tell them what you do. Tell them how you do it. Tell them why you do it. Give them information. Let them get to know you. A straight up sales pitch is very hard on social media because people don't want to be sold. They're going there to escape all of this stuff that's going on in the world. They're going there to escape all the people who are shouting at them. So don't do a straight up sales pitch. Go in, educate them, build relationships, and let people know what are those things you wish people knew. I just had this conversation this morning, and it's so funny because I was at my BNI and I did my 30-second sales pitch, and I said, I wish people knew. And that was my sales pitch. That's how I came up with this today, actually, because I said, I wish people knew this, that what we do at social media is get those messages out there about all those things you wish people knew. So that's what you're doing. So I want to know if you're here, if you're watching, there's only a few people watching today, but if you're watching and you think there is an opportunity for you to create a campaign, let me know what is it. What is that thing you wish people knew? Let me know what is the thing that you would like to educate people on. Or if you have a question about, I don't know how I can educate them. Because a lot of people think, just so you know this, and I think John Maggio is fabulous at this, just because you sell something doesn't mean you have to always sell it. You can give things away online, not your services, but you can give tips away, and it's okay because there are so many people in the world and there is so much business to go around. It's okay. I am happy to tell you how to do social media this way. I'm happy to create podcasts and videos and courses that help you develop your social media prowess, because eventually maybe you'll come to me and maybe you won't, but somebody else will. And it's okay because I'm helping you. I want to be able to do that. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that I get Jordy back on here. I was really excited about having him. I think there must have been some miscommunication because I've never been stood up before, but I'm looking forward to our next one. We'll be back on Monday and Wednesday of next week. And again, I want to remind you, Burgers and Bands for Suicide Prevention is in need of funds. So if you would like to donate National Suicide Prevention Month, you can do that online. I put it in the chat. I put it in the messages below. But also, you can just easy switch over your Amazon Smile account so that every time you spend money with Amazon, we get a portion of that. That is a huge way to help us. Or you could do a birthday fundraiser or a Facebook fundraiser. It doesn't have to be your birthday. We have made, I think, close to $10,000 this year off of the Facebook fundraiser. So it is, if you think it doesn't make a difference, oh, you are so wrong. It's making a huge difference for us. $10,000 gives us 10 grants to give to schools, and those schools are helping kids with their mental health, and that is so important. Monday, you should have seen my face. It was all puffy and lovely. I'm doing much better, so I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.